Okay, we should have the intercom working now, Chris. Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
Fantastic. Okay, so the TigerMoth, it is a delightful aeroplane to fly. It's not difficult to fly, but it is not easy to fly well.
Gotcha.
Right? The controls are not harmonized in any way, really, which didn't really matter. But it was better than the predecessors by a long chalk. But the ailerons, if you look at the wings, they're bottom wing only.
Okay.
And they're only, if you look there, I've got stick full left. The left comes up, but the right does nothing.
Gotcha.
So you've only actually got half effectiveness of the ailerons, and they're only ailerons on one wing, not the other. So you can tell straight away that the ailerons aren't going to be, not going to light your world on fire. That's for sure. Okay.
Okay.
If you look back at the tail of the aircraft, that is a big old chuffing elevator back there.
Yep.
And the tail plane in front of it is probably a little bit less or about the same surface area as the elevator. So straight away now you're thinking, shit, that's going to be a bit of power there. That's going to be quite powerful.
Yep.
And then when you look at the rudder, which we're not going to move around that much because it's partially set up, it's partially touching the skid. Yeah.
Yep.
The rudder is probably 300% the size of the fin. So what's that saying? That's saying that your control using the rudder is massive.
Yep.
So there's a big discrepancy between the controls. I'll show you about them up in the air and let you have a bit of fun with this stunning little TigerMoth.
Sounds good.
It does require, like all aeroplanes, it requires a delicate, light, gentle aviator's touch.
Gotcha.
No manhandling this aeroplane around the skies.
Gotcha.
Okay, Mark, you ready? Okay, so the throttle, have you stuck?
Incorrectly. I mean, we are following what's on pool.
Okay, throttle is shut.
If you want to send me an email or something, and we'll follow that.
What we have here, Chris, is that the inlet manifold has been flooded with fuel.
Okay.
4 blades will be pulled through in the correct direction to suck some in. Throttle is wide open. Now we've opened the butterfly valve of the throttle so that we're going backwards now with the propeller, so in an attempt to push some of the mixture back out of the cylinders into the induction manifold. It's like a partial choke. You just don't have chokes on these things. This is just the way that this aeroplane kind of likes it when it's semi-warm. Right, the throttle is set.
Lovely, thanks Colin. The chocks are in and your front switches are on.
Good. The stick is held fully back and we've got no brakes. Contact. Off. Contact. Whoa.
Almost.
That's why you want to have a good guy on the front. Contact. Contact. Oh, I've seen one person hit by the propeller, and it contact, and it basically I think broke their wrist. Not good. Contact. So the oil pressure is now rising. That's all we have in this aeroplane.
Alrighty.
We're just going to let her kind of warm up and soak everything up for a while. You will hear when you move your headset to the left or the right, your microphone will go into the props slipstream of the air and it'll get a bit loud. So by all means do look out when we're up there. We've got to have a good lookout scanning cycle, but maybe when you look right before turning right, you can look right and then back your head away so the microphone remains more in the slipstream as much as possible.
Gotcha.
of this lovely TigerMoth, it has no brakes. There are no wheel brakes on it whatsoever.
Okay.
Some that operate off of tarmac do actually have brakes, but we don't, and I think it would be quite dangerous operating this aeroplane with brakes anyway. We only operate off of grass because our braking action is done with the metal skid in the rear of the aircraft.
Okay.
Therefore it is a true tail dragger rather than a tail wheel.
Gotcha.
Okay, the idle mags work well. I'm just going to gently bring the power up. So we actually have to do the power checks here before we go.
Okay.
Chocks are holding. Okay, mag check. Drops, good, restores. Drops, good, restores. Okay, very good. Quite easy for these engines because they're inverted straight line fours.
Okay.
The pistons are at the bottom. It's quite easy to pick up a fouled plug. And we're operating on low idles quite a lot as well. Chocks away. I'm just going to speak on the radio, Kris.
Okay.
Ducks information, Classic Wing 8, 2 on board, 20-minute flight, request taxi.
Wing 8, Ducks, taxi, hold Charlie 06, right hand circuit, the QNH 1017.
1017, Charlie 06, right hand, Classic Wing 8. Okay, we'll have Mark just help us round the corner a little bit.
Okay.
The weather cocking action on this aeroplane is quite hard actually. You do have to, with no brakes and an aeroplane that wants to weather cock on you, it takes a little bit of discipline. Okay, as we waddle up the grass strip, I'm just going to go through our pre-takeoff checklist, and in the absence of a checklist, we'll do a military sweep left to right. The trimmer is on our left here by your leg.
Okay.
It's set neutral and it's operated by moving it towards your leg, forward and backwards, a series of pins, a series of detents it will sit in.
Okay.
Trim set, throttle friction is good, we have no mixture on this aeroplane. The instruments look good, we're set up on a QNH, 200 feet, 1017. All the rest of the instruments are good. I see your doors are up, mine are going to stay down.
Okay.
You're strapped in and secure?
Yep.
Good, good in the back. Control check coming up now. Left, right, forwards, backwards. Each of the corners good, and we're full of fuel. Mags confirmed on both. We are done and ready to go. Eventualities, well, as a pilot you know you have eventualities prior to takeoff.
Yep.
I've got the figures and what I would do in my head. We've gone through them, we're good.
Okay.
Are you enjoying your visit to the UK?
I am, it's been great.
Got some decent weather.
Yep. Nice.
Ducks information, Classic Wing 8, ready for departure.
78, take a few discussions, 71020 degrees less than 5.
Roger, lining up, Classic Wing 8. Okay, so it is from the north. She's saying less than 5, but with all air traffickers, we'll take their word as read, and we'll look at the windsock and make sure that we're happy with that.
Copy.
If you would like to follow through with me on the controls, feel free to, nice and light and delicate.
Okay.
We will start with the stick in a fully left position because we have a left crosswind.
Okay.
Powering up. The stick goes forward to encourage the tail up in the air.
Okay.
We can see where we're going now. We've got control laterally of the aeroplane, so the stick's coming out. And she's airborne. We can let that just drift out. What a beautiful day, Kris.
Yeah, it's fantastic day.
This is a little bit more powerful TigerMoth than the standard one. horsepower because they used this one for towing.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more powerful. Just going to bring the power back just a smidgen. Okay, this will do just for a starting point. I just want to show you the datum attitude.
Okay.
So we're probably looking at a picture that you're seeing now as the datum attitude.
Okay.
Registered?
Yep.
Right, I'm going to help you with the rudders. You have control of the stick.
Alright. My control.
Start a little bit of a right-hand turn. Wing level there, Kris, would be excellent.
Alright.
And then if you set us up in a little bit of a climb, I'll just add a little bit of power.
Okay.
Give us a nice cruise climb, raise the nose.
Alright.
You picked a very nice day.
Yeah, it is a very nice day.
Visibility is pretty good. The two main American bases in the UK are behind us to the left about 20 miles.
Okay.
Lake Heath and Milden Hall. Lake Heath having the F-15Es.
Okay.
And some of the Raptors are there as well. The tilt rotor thing. And you've got Milden Hall, which has the tankers and the D5 Galaxies going in and out of there. All the big stuff really, and Hercules and stuff.
Okay.
This is probably high enough if you're just going to level off about there.
Alright.
Okay, Kris, what I want to do is show you the real TigerMoth and the differences in the controls compared to your Pipers and your Cessnas. I have control.
Your control.
Follow through with me.
Alright.
We're just going to slow the thing down just a little bit, and if you follow through with me on all of the controls, with a good lookout left and right, what we're going to do is we're going to coordinate a left-hand turn.
Okay.
All seems nice, and it's wing level. There's not a huge amount of rudder, but I am using the rudder as well as the ailerons, yes?
Copy.
But the nose is the cue to my control.
Okay.
The primary effect of the stick is to roll the aircraft, but you'll see the adverse yaw generated by only using the ailerons.
Gotcha.
However, the primary effect of the rudder is to yaw the aeroplane, yes?
Yep.
But look at the secondary effect. Yawing to the right, 3, 2, 1, no stick.
Yep.
Massive roll because of the secondary effect of the yaw.
Gotcha.
If you overuse the rudder, it's not good. But if you underuse it, you get into this situation where you're banked but you're not turning because you need to get the nose moving.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
So if the wings are level, as they are now, the nose should not be yawing left or right. That is the job of the feet. Agreed?
Agreed.
You have control.
My controls.
Keep the wings straight, level, nose straight, wings level. Just get a feel
more rudder there when you're bringing the wings level. It's not just a relaxing of the feet, it's a purposeful using of the rudder with the aileron. Very good. Let's have a right hand turn.
Alright.
Wings level. Nice, very nice.
Alright.
You just feel a little bit there, the nose wants to go left a little bit. Can you feel it?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Left hand turn.
Left hand turn.
Now, wing level. You may have heard of the term seat of the pants flying.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, I want to show you what they mean by seat of the pants flying. I have control.
You have control?
Follow through with me.
Okay.
Which of your buttocks is heavier than the other?
Left side.
So you need left rudder to stop a heavy left buttock.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
Now, we're in a turn. Which is your heavier buttock?
Left side.
Left side, so it needs more left rudder. So that both of your buttocks are equally weighted. That is, seat of the pants flying. If both of your buttocks are equally weighted at all times, you have correctly coordinated your aircraft.
Okay.
As easy as that.
Yep.
Have you had it demonstrated like that?
Nope, not like that.
You have control, Chris.
I have my control.
Glide around, have some fun.
Alright.
It is delightful aeroplane.
Yeah, it is.
Heavier button? Right. Needed the right rudder. We'll just stay away from this little built-up area on the left.
Okay.
Basically, we don't fly over the top of the villages in the local area, just to be neighbourly, really.
Gotcha.
They're great fun, aren't they? But it's flying and it's absolute roaring. It's back to basics. It's all about the wind, the nose, the feel, but nothing to do with the instrument. And quite frankly, these instruments have got so much lag in it, they're only telling you history anyway.
Yeah.
You're going to keep flying generally out in this direction for a little while.
Okay.
You can probably allow the nose to sit up slightly higher, a little bit higher on the datum attitude. That'll stop us descending anymore. I've got 1,000 feet above sea level, so about 700 to 800 feet above the surrounding countryside.
Okay.
Which is fine. Yeah, got a nice day today. Have you done any gliding in the past?
Nope, no gliding.
You've got good gliding today with all these lovely cumulus clouds.
Yep. Yes, we are.
Are you staying locally
Yep, we'll just be here in Duxford and then we head back to London tonight.
Right, okay. Have you spent any time in Cambridge, the city?
Nope.
It's very worth the trip there, maybe next time you're out.
Okay.
A lot of aviation happened in this area. World War II, you couldn't go more than 10 kilometres before you're on top of another base.
Oh, wow.
So hence Cambridge, there's one pub in the centre of Cambridge called the Eagle, and it's got, the pilots used to burn their names into the ceiling,
Okay.
and they've kept that, they've lacquered the ceiling, and they've kept memorabilia around the whole place. Very nice.
Awesome.
Left turn for me, please, Chris. Left turn. That's a good direction. You just keep us generally in this direction, that'll work for now.
Okay.
Maybe slightly right. Very good.
That's information. Classic wing 8 is 2 to the southeast to join downwind.
Wings 8, that's 34 turning right base, 06 right hand circuit, the QFE 1013.
Report right base, classic wing 8.
The aircraft being a biplane, of course, and not weighing a huge amount of weight, has a very low wing loading, so that it's susceptible to being jostled around by the thermals. And it basically means that we just have to fly with an even delicate, an even lighter, touch of control. It's very easy when people come from Pipers and Cessnas into this aeroplane, they tend to overfly the aeroplane. They tend to grip the aeroplane a little bit too tightly.
Flash message.
Yeah, there's some smoke that's just coming from the trees just on the other side of the undershoot of the grass. Can you just have a quick glance at it as you're on approach just to let me know what you think it is?
Yeah, I'm visual with that, I will do. Classic wing 8.
What a lovely day. I don't know if you can see 10 o'clock position on the horizon in the mist. Can you see some skyscrapers? 10 o'clock on the horizon.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, London city centre. That's 35 miles away. That's not bad.
No, it's very neat.
You see this circular wood out to your right?
Yep.
Overfly that wood for me, please, Chris.
Yep.
Classic wing 8 is right base to land.
Wings 8, Roger, port 25.
Roger, classic wing 8.
Okay, Chris, I have control.
Your controls?
Please follow through with me if you so wish.
Alrighty.
Pre-landing checks on this, there aren't any really. We're strapped in, that's about it.
Okay.
Now, with a crosswind, we do need to do a wheeled on landing rather than a three-point landing.
Okay.
You can fully stall this aeroplane, landing it on all 3 points, but with a crosswind, it's not a reliable technique. So what we will do is we will be wheeling it on, gives us a little bit more energy about the environment and a little bit more control.
Okay.
special testing rolling on and off.
Roger, class rigging. Now, of course, we've got buildings and things to the left, which is into the wind, so we're going to get a little bit of tumble.
Okay.
So as the French would say, en garde. See, we're basically just reversing what we did before. We're just ending up in the front left rather than...
Did you recognise what that fire is?
Yeah, they have a controlled burn of some stubble or stuff in the undershoot. There is a tractor ploughing up the rest of the field, so he's obviously keeping an eye on it.
Okay, thanks for that.
There we go. TigerMoth. It's like flying, but as they used to do it, really.
Yep. It's fantastic.
You like that?
Yeah, it was very nice.
Good. Some people don't adapt to this aeroplane like you did. You did very well. Some people obviously just tense up on it and just can't relax on it. You seem to do very well.
Awesome.
And well done. Good job.
Thank you very much.
Good job.